the bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
So once again, we back on From the Bottom. This time we have extraordinary trainer
Uh,
Kenan Oliver, KO, on the show. You know,
yes, sir.
we've been, trying to do this for a while.
Yeah, we've
So
been putting it together.
man, we finally got it.
Yeah, we're
And,
here now. We're here now.
oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
when it comes to basketball, that's shoot, I'm all about that.
yeah.
Uh,
That hoop game changed lives, man. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
man,
It's
you
a
know
transition.
what's funny is I seen like Isaiah Thomas video.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he told the high school kids, he was like, "Man, this little ball right here
Oh man.
changed my life."
Hey man, took me around the world 3 times, gave me an education, introduced me to my wife. You know what I'm saying? The whole gambit, man.
I don't know.
Put money in my pockets, help me. You know what I'm saying? Help other people make money, put money in their pockets. College scholarships, man. It's the gateway, man.
So Ken, you want to tell the audience who you are, more about
All
your.
right. Yeah. I'm Kenan Oliver. I was born in Mobile, Alabama. I lived a nomadic childhood. I traveled around. I lived in like 3 or 4 towns in Alabama. I graduated from Jeff Davis in Montgomery, Alabama. I got a college scholarship then. I started playing basketball in like 8th grade, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like a late bloomer. Yep. And I never put the ball on every day. I played ball every day of my life since I picked it up. And yeah, so 4 years after that, man, I was going to college. It was like my 4th year playing, but I was a senior. So, you know what I'm saying? I was a late bloomer, like I said, and went to Northeast Mississippi Community College. I played with Quintel Woods there. Quintel went and played for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
And then, Then after that, I went to Missouri State. I had moved around a couple of times. I was like a little young hothead. You know, I was like 6'6", 6'7". I had some athleticism. I didn't really have a lot of skill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of had I was kind of a hothead, you know. And so I moved around like 1 or 2 universities, and I ended up at Missouri State, where I actually got my degree in business administration, and my minor was communication. And so I finished my playing career there. I had some bros. Stephen Darnell was one of my bros that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie. I was wondering because he said, man, hey, I got this guy you should interview.
Yeah.
All the time when he told me, I'm like, oh, so this guy must be in New Jersey because it was Steve at.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he must be in New Jersey. So he sent me. I think he sent the link. Looked it up. I'm like, dang, that show. I said that sounds familiar. I said Pacific Courts.
Pacific,
said,
yep, right, Seattle.
I said, oh, he up here in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we pumping them out of there now, man. It's like it was okay. So the Pacific Courts thing. You ever been to Atlanta?
To Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta.
All right. So when I was coming up, like in college and like in high school, I used to spend all my summers in Atlanta. Every summer I go to Atlanta, like starting at like 9th to 10th grade. And I go to the running shoot there.
Running shoot.
You know
I heard about the running
shoot.
Man,
the running shoot was it. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 hole courts. You know what I'm saying? And the goal was always to be on the far court because that's where the pros played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, man, if I ever get opportunity, like if the league don't work out for me, I want to own a gym. And I want that deal to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And
hey,
it just
feel you.
Hey,
I want to open the gym too.
Yeah, for sure.
We got one that just opened kind of close to my home. It's called Field House USA.
Okay.
I think they got like 8 gyms up in there.
Nice. That's down in Auburn, right?
Yeah, down in Auburn at the
for
mall.
Sure. Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So can you tell me more about Pacific Courts? Like I didn't hear about it until I started researching you.
All right.
I didn't even know it was out there.
All right. So Pacific Courts is it's a great facility, man. We hold teams there, we hold tournaments there, we do training there. We've been running AAU tournaments since 2013 there, every weekend. You know what I'm saying? And so my wife runs Tree of Hope.
Hope.
The girls program. And then I run the Fuego program, which is the boys program. And so, we've been doing that right before COVID hit, man. I think we had something like 25, almost 30 teams, something like that. So yeah, we had like almost the most teams on the West Coast, like right there in Newcastle, Washington. You know what I'm saying? We had 2 whole courts. It was like 10,000 square feet. So it wasn't quite the run and shoot, but it was manageable enough, you know what I'm saying, to where I could always, come in and get my training sessions in and, run the teams and things like that. So, it's just, it was just a blessing, man. And in 2010 or 11, I drew Pacific Course on a piece of paper. I was coaching an AAU team called Pro Style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, I was big into manifestation, man. I was big into, you know what I'm saying? Like not telling nobody and just going after it. So I drew the gym on a piece of paper and I showed this lady, Linda Yu. Her son used to play for me.
Yeah.
And long story short, Linda Yu introduced me to my wife. Linda Yu, the gym that I drew was the exact same gym that Pacific Course was. So she just connected the dots for me, you know what I'm saying? And the rest was history, man. I stepped right in there, man. I had, at most I had was like 2 or 3 teams at a time. I used to run this program on Mercer Island called East Seattle.
I heard about I heard about them.
So I ran Pro Style first. Then I left Pro Style, which was in the CD, like in the Central in Seattle.
Yeah.
Little Kevin Porter played for me on that team. It was the gangster guys that was lead guys. You know what I'm saying? And so after I stopped doing that Pro Style team, because everybody kind of went to high school, I was like, you know what? I want to create my own program. And nobody was really going to pay me what I was really trying to make in the city. So I just decided to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, where I could make a mark and then just, put my all into it. And so in those East Seattle teams turned out, and like 3 or 4 years after that is when Pacific Courts came available. So I put my money where my mouth was, you know what I'm saying? I put down a cool piece of change and invested, you know what I'm saying? And then they made me CEO. So, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
today, training.
I got a question.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I checked into it. I gotta know where y'all get that court from? The Tulsa court.
It came from Tulsa. It came from the University of Tulsa. Hey, listen, do you remember back in the day, they had those bad hurricanes in Tulsa?
Yeah.
They were bad. It was probably like 2007 or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they damaged the Tulsa facility. And I guess some pieces fell from the roof. And we actually got that floor from a court dealer. Like people specialize in dealing with courts. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll sell you a whole court, right? But check this. A new court, fresh wood, is going to run you 100 racks off top.
Okay, well, I guess I ain't making no gym soon then.
So people, that's what I said. Like, hey, the high school court we got is worth more than the Tulsa court because it was fresh wood. You get what I'm saying? So we got the Tulsa court at a deal because the floor had been damaged. They ran us a deal on it. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't 100. So we was like, all right, we'll run with it. You know what I'm saying? And got it brought in, got in contact with the dealer. The dealer brought it in. We put it on the floor and it's just say Tulsa over there. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering. I'm saying, who up here from Conference USA?
Yeah, they changed conferences also. You know what I'm saying? I think Tulsa left that conference, so the floor was, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have a use for it no more. So
yeah, because I'm from Memphis, so I'm from West Memphis. I'm from Arkansas. I'm pretty up on with Memphis. I'm like, Conference U. I said, who got that court out of all courts up here in Seattle?
Yeah. That Conference USA used to be bad back in the day too, man, when Cincinnati played in it.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough. Oh my goodness. Man,
listen. Hey, my sister played volleyball at UAB, and she got me some game tickets one day. Kenya Martin was playing for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Cincinnati was playing UAB in Birmingham, bro. I went up there. This dude, Kenya Martin, was throwing dude shots in the second row, laughing. It was goaltends, but he was doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It was the wildest shit, man. That Conference USA used to be tough back in the day.
So what got you into training though? What made you like, I want to go train these kids. I want to train these kids, train these people to be better.
All right, that's a good question. All right, so when I was growing up, like in Montgomery, it wasn't no training. It was straight work. Like you go to like, like a YMCA or something like that, and you'll get like games, or you could go to like Tulane Court. They's playing outside. You know what I'm saying? Like it was either one of those two.
I grew up playing outside in the hood.
Man, was no skill. Was no skill, man. Was no
Man,
skill.
grown people.
Man, my dog Birdie, you know what I'm saying? I'm with Jeff Davis, so Brian Williams and all these guys was over me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had my guy Birdie. That's my dog, man, right now. You know what I'm saying? Birdie was like, he probably was like 4 or 5 years older than us, but we was coming up.
Yeah.
And he would always be like, bro, you got it. You got it. He pushed me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like he was a big dude though. Like he played football too. So, you know, that was our hood motivation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no skills there. It just was people trying to motivate you to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I get
And I went all the way through high school, man, never had a trainer. I got all the way to college and didn't have a jump shot. I got all the way to college and my handles were, I mean, I could play pickup, but you know what I'm saying? In a competition, like with skilled players, my athleticism would show more than my skills would. And I would hide behind my athleticism. That's why I would always try to dunk on everybody. People know me. They know I'm trying to rack. I'm trying to put my feet in the rack. You feel
so
me?
you was a hustle player.
Yeah, man. I would average a double-double. You know, I was the dude you didn't have to draw play for me. Because I was gonna get I'll tell you, I'm getting all the rebounds. Do whatever you're gonna do, I'm getting all the boards. I get all the putbacks, and I get an occasional dunk. You know what I'm saying? I hit a jump shot every once in a while.
Okay.
But,
This question off topic. What was your craziest stat line in college?
oh man. Hey, listen. I had a game in college, bro. True story. I left this college too. I was a hothead. I had 28 points, 23 rebounds, and like, yeah, bro, and like 8 assists or something like that in a junior college game. You know what I'm saying? But I was like conference of the year or something. But I ended up leaving that school. I didn't even go to the sports banquet or nothing, man. I just bounced. Mississippi was a hard place, bro.
Oh, I went so you was in Northeast Mississippi. So what city was that in?
That was in Boonesville. It was like right outside of Tupelo.
So I was the opposite side of Tupelo. I was in like Holly Springs.
Okay, so you was by Corinth or something like that, right?
I went to the Russ College.
Okay.
Out in Holly Springs. Yeah, between Tupelo and South Haven, Mississippi.
Okay. The Delta down there, huh?
Yeah. So I'm like, dang, he went there too. I'm like,
yeah, I was there. I was all over. I left Mississippi. I just couldn't deal with how they would, you know, talk to you and treat you there. Like I was like, bro, I need respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta treat me as an equal. So I got out of there and I went to Missouri. I went to Northeast Mississippi. I went to Missouri State. Central Missouri. No, Missouri State was a junior college down there that I transferred to.
Yeah.
And State Fair Road Runners was what it was. And you know, I still kept in contact with all my connects from down south or whatever. But it was college and education was the goal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, if I get this AA, then I know I can go to another university. And after I finished that State Fair, I went to Southern University in Baton Rouge. I was there for maybe half a semester. And they was like, you know, a couple of your grades ain't transferred from the junior college. So you could stay and you could pay for school or you could transfer. And I had called my junior college coach and I was like, bro, they want me to you know what I'm saying, take out a loan or whatever. I wasn't trying to trouble my mom because, you know what I'm saying, like we just grew up like that. It was just me and her.
Man, I know that feeling.
She not about to pay for nothing. You hear me? I got too much talent. She not paying for nothing. So I took the scholarship at Missouri State. And I left Southern in Baton Rouge and I went to Missouri State and that's where I finished my degree at.
What?
Yeah, man. It was. I was used to moving though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it wasn't new to me. Like it was like, okay, be ready to go. I'm ready.
So so you from the South, but then you mostly stayed in the Mid-South and the South area. How in the world did you end up in Seattle?
All right. So when I got done playing at Missouri State, there was an ABA team called the Kansas City Knights. And I would go out with the Knights and I would just play. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like, oh, you need to try out, whatever, whatnot. So I'm doing all this, you know, going back and forth. And you know, it was giving me the runaround because I was fresh out of college. When they had guys there, they had been there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I did a half season with them. And I was like, this ain't working. Like, you know, I figured that at that point I was like 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got league aspirations and I'm not reaching them. Like nobody's really seeing me. And so honestly, bro, I had kind of like, this is like one of the biggest regrets of my life. I had gave up on the hoop. I had gave up on my passion and my goals, bro. And I had went back to Atlanta. I would always go back to Atlanta. I would never go back to Alabama. I would always go back to Atlanta.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
smart
saying?
decision.
Yeah, so I went back to Atlanta after the deal didn't work out with the ABA in Kansas City. And I was there for maybe like a week. You know what I'm saying? And I had a degree in business administration. I had 2 degrees. I had a communication degree. I had a business degree. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my education and I'm going to get paid. And so I was looking around. I was like, what occupations pay? You know, 50 racks at the time was some bread. I was thinking $50,000 a year. That's some real money.
Shoot,
And
down south it is.
I looked up air traffic, for sure. So I was looking up air traffic control because I was like, you know, I could use my business background. I could use my communications, you know what I'm saying? And I just went for it. Like that was one thing I would always just go for it, like no matter what. So
wait, Kenan. You went for air traffic control?
I went for air traffic control, my G.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What's that?
I went for air traffic control too.
Hey, you gotta get that bread. What you mean?
I got laid off, and they said, I think unemployment told me, they said, if you choose an in-demand job that, you know, they needed people, that, you know, they would still keep paying me.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I said, oh, air traffic control make 100. I said, I'm finna go to school for air traffic control.
Right now. Hey, check this. This is how I got to the West Coast. I enrolled at the Air and Hospitality Academy in Vancouver, Washington. That's how I got out here from Atlanta. I was at home 1 week. And decided I was going to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I got out here. So I went through the whole course. I'm talking about top of the class, top marks, all of that. Graduated the class. You know what I'm saying? They was like, bro, you got a college degree. Why are you in this class? And I'm like, I'm trying to do something. You feel me?
Money.
So yeah, absolutely. So once I got done with the class, they gave me like all these options of airports to go work at. Seattle International, LAX, Atlanta, ATL. Like I knew all the airport codes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like abbreviations to me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm already out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay out here in Seattle because you know what I'm saying. It was close. You know, we're not. Someone was just telling me stay here, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna listen. Like I always listen to that small voice. I listen to it.
Yeah.
So I went out to CTEC, and man, I was doing air traffic control, no lie, for 6 weeks, bro. And it wasn't like the brochure, bro.
No, it's not. It's not.
Nah, bro.
They be stressed out and it's boring.
Nah, man. They got me there telling me I got to start out with baggage claim and I got to work my way all the way up through programming and I got to learn the whole. I'm like, nah, bro. That's not what I signed up for. So about 6 weeks into that program, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Like this just ain't me. Like I passed the class. I was happy that I had some documentation to put on the wall, but I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
So I got a CDL when I was in Kansas City, and so I rolled by this FedEx plant and I seen they was hiring. I was like, man, I'm just about to go in there, just give me a gig and just see what happens.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing the airport thing and started going FedEx route. I had my bro in Atlanta. King was working at FedEx. He was telling me, he's like, bro, you get all your benefits, you get whatever. And I mean, I'm like 24, 25 at this point. So I'm thinking, like, it's time for me to start being a man, starting to provide and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hoop didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And so I'm working at this FedEx place in Fife, Washington, bro. In Fife. I was living in Fife. I was driving the SeaTac to the airport.
Yeah.
So the place, the FedEx place in Fife was there. And true story. I went by the LA Fitness in Fife. This dude named Christian Peterson. I ain't seen him since. He was like, I was in there hooping one day. I was just stressed because I was like FedEx, like, man, these niggas is crazy, bro. Like I need to just sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel better when I play. And so they had this league up there. And like my guy Gary, who I still talk to this day. Yeah. Gary was in there. and I just grew Christian Peterson. Bro, I was in there dropping 45s. You gotta think, like, you like 26. You know what I'm saying? And you need an outlet. And I'm just here. It's like they recording the stats and everything. So my team ended up winning the league.
Yeah.
And I never forget the dude, Christian Peterson, walked up to me after my team had won. He said, bro, you want to play some ABA basketball? And I remember thinking, like, yeah, I already went to the ABA. It ain't work out. Kansas City, the Knights wasn't that good of you know what I'm saying? Wasn't that good of an experience.
Yeah.
And so he was like, it's his team. It's the Seattle Mountaineers. You can go up there, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them that I sent you, and then you're going to be straight. And I was like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, like a couple months, like 2 months later, I getting back in my hoop. I had took a little break, and like I was just refreshed. Like I just had a new mentality about it. I just and you know, I just was more mature. Yeah. And so LA Fitness, like, all right, I go out there, the landing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we out there, we hooping and whatnot. And this was the first time I met Randy Redwine, God bless his soul. I was an LA Fitness, man, and I was just up there just working, just, you know. I mean, I'm Southern, so I'm gonna dunk on everybody in the gym, every possession, no question. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of our game. On the West Coast, they got jump shots. Down South, we got hops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hustle.
So, you know, yeah, hell yeah, everything, every loose ball, everything. And so I was in the gym and I was playing, and I was like, okay, like this is the best in the city. I'm in here. And Randy Redwine walked over to me. He said, what's up, man? What's your name? I said, Kenan. He said, where are you from? I said, I just moved up here from the South. I told him, I said, I got a tryout with the ABA team, the Seattle Mountaineers. I didn't know that he was a coach on the team. He said, you got a tryout with the Mountaineers? I said, yeah. He said, come with me. After then, man, Redwine who introduced me to coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude was he was like a father figure, bro. Straight up. That's the best way I could put it. You know what I'm saying? He put me on game. He'll tell me who to rock with, who not to rock with, who to watch out for. You know what I'm saying?
He looked out for you.
Man, he did, man. He did, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so that was like my introduction to West Coast basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have the 3-ball and the handles yet, but you know, that would come in time. And Redwine just, you know, he brought me on. I went and had that trial with the Mountaineers. They put me on. You know what I'm saying? And I made a lot of my connects like that. Like my guy Donald Watts. Watts.
Yeah.
Bro, man, listen, this team had every Jamal Miller. I call him Thrill. That's my dog Thrill. He got a 3-ball. Let me see. Will Conroy.
Yeah.
Bro, I met all of the basketball legacy of Seattle. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate it because it wasn't nothing like it nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? These dudes were just hoop. And you know what I'm saying? It was like a right. So if you could fit in, you belong. You feel what I'm saying? So I did a little season with the Mountaineers, met a gang of guys, man, a gang of good dudes, man. It's too many to name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All good dudes, all hoop, all went to college, you know what I'm saying? And after that season, I was like, I'm never going back. Like the hoop community is just too vibrant. Like they love it too much.
I play a lot of ball, and I remember when I first started playing out here, it's just like, you're right. It's like you can play ball 24/7 out here.
All day.
Like everywhere. And like I used to, at one point, anywhere somebody was hooping, like they'd be like, hey, come over here. I go all the way to West Seattle. I stay all the way down in Kent,
right now.
Auburn.
Liberty Park, pull up. You know what I'm saying?
And then I just like go, like people hit me up, and I just like, all right, I just go, you know, because that's what I used to just hoop a lot.
Yeah,
you know, before I had tore my ACL, and then like I was all over Seattle. And I heard about the landing. I heard about the landing down, you know, people open gym at Rainier Beach and all
late
those.
night out there. Yep. Come on. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know, and I'm like, man, this stuff is crazy.
Green Lake out
Oh,
there.
man. I never even
Come
played. I
on.
know I went out there, but I never played at Green Lake. I always
Yeah.
go out there or like downtown. I
Hey,
used
or
to hoop a
to
lot
keep it
down there.
100, I ain't really big about outside hoop either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you catch me in the gym every day outside. I'll still work, but
Shoot, you
you
know,
know
the
what
only thing I knew about Newcastle
I'm saying?
is I went out there and hoop, but I went to
Uh-huh.
the YMCA because I didn't
Okay.
know it was another court out there. This
Yeah,
one, the YMCA
facts.
open, and they had open gym. And I went all the way out there just to check it out.
Yeah, facts. We've been open since 2014, which was crazy. Okay, so check this out. This how we get to that portion. So the whole time I'm hooping with the Mountaineers, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, working at this nonprofit. I'm like working with at-risk youth and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how me and Kevin Porter met, because I was working this program, and me and KP was like, we started out as partners before basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll come pick Shorty up. We'll go down to Rainier and go to, you know what I'm saying?
like Big Brother,
Yeah, for sure.
like
For
Big
sure.
Brother, the Big Brother program.
It's not technically the Big Brother program, but it's a program that's similar to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I mean, I had a caseload of like maybe like 5 or 6 shorties. I used to go pick them up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, do things with them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like mentor them. It was a mentor program.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so I hoop. I went to college. They thought I was a good candidate for these other shorties that was, you know what I'm saying, in my same scenario. Like, I completely related to everybody that was on my caseload. I had like genuine love for them. I'd do anything for them. Went into their house and kicked it with their families and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But KP was just, he was like more like me. He was a ball player. You know, he's one. He had a single parent. His dad had got killed. You know what I'm saying? God bless his soul. And so, you know, he just had a passion, man. Like, he had a fire. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of just hit it off top. So like, after I'm doing this Mountaineer thing, the Jamal Crawford Pro-Am rolled around, and this is high level basketball. Like, I played Pro-Ams in Chicago. I played in Pro-Ams in Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Seattle Pro-Am was just different, bro. Like, you know, this was like, you got Jamal Crawford. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got guys that's league, that's just right here. And I mean, just humble, just, you know, it ain't like no Hollywood. It's just like, if you got game, then they respect you. If you don't got no game, they ain't really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
That
And
part
so,
blew me away right there.
yeah, for sure.
Like
And so,
how humble like people out here are who play
yeah,
ball,
for sure.
and
Yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
college kids, the NBA kids, like,
Yeah.
the NBA people, men, WNBA, everybody just be so chill. And I used to think people be stuck up.
Nah, man. Everybody love the game, and you know what I'm saying. Like, if you really committed to the game, that's gonna show more than anything else. Like, the relationships that I have now. Like, I talked to Jamal last week. He came through. You know what I'm saying. We chopped it up. He gave me advice. You know what I'm saying. Like, do this, don't do that. You know, Marquise Chris just came to the gym last week. You know what I'm
From the
saying.
Warriors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
UW. I used to keep
No,
up with him from UW.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Noah Dickerson was in there. You know what I'm saying.
Oh,
We
Noah.
work all the time. Yeah, bro.
I forgot what happened to Noah. He was killing it. I thought he was gonna make it to the league. I watch a lot of UW basketball and stuff. So I used
For
to
sure.
keep up with him.
Yeah, Noah had a bone bruise in his knee, so he rehabbing that right now. And once he, you know what I'm saying, rehab that and get back to 100, he's out of here. You know, he was in Italy for his first season, and then he had a lot of success over there. And then he got the, you know what I'm saying, the bruise. Sometimes it take like a full season or a full year to heal, but once you get done with that, you know what I'm saying, you'll be right back to it.
One thing is crazy that I see that even though like UW kids, some not from here, like they would come to school here and leave, but then they come back in the off season.
Man, because it's that basketball culture, bro. It's legitimately a real thing. Like it's like a brotherhood. Like, you know who been down, you know who been putting work in, because you watch them. You watch them progress. Like Nolan that signed with Kentucky.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
Nolan,
the point guard. The point guard. Yeah.
Bro, Nolan, I watched Nolan since he was this big, come all the way up, you know, and they know I was there when KP went through the whole thing. Kevin took me to the draft with him. True story. when Kevin Porter was 10 years old, bro. When Kevin Porter was 10 years old, we was at the public library on Rainier Avenue, right by Rainier Beach.
Yeah.
We did a goal setting exercise. Me and him. My goal said, I'm gonna have a gym, I'm gonna have teams, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. This was like 2009, 2008. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His goals, he did his goal setting. You know, he wanted to play at Rainier Beach. He wanted to play varsity as a freshman. He wanted to be a one and done when he got to college. This dude's 10 years old telling me this. I said, bro, you got to have a plan B. Bro, 9-year-old Kevin Porter looked right at me and said, big bro, I don't need a plan B. I don't need a plan B. My G, I never doubted him again in my life ever after that, because he showed me. You know what I'm saying? Even when he went, everything he wrote on his list, everything that was on bro list, he checked it off. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Which made me be like, oh, well, Shorty getting his, I'm gonna get mine. So we kind of came up together. You know what I'm saying? And then 2019, true story. 2019, bro left USC.
Yeah.
And he hit me. He said, big bro, I'm going to the draft. I want you to come with me. I'm there with you, big bro. I'm there with you, love bro. Whatever you need me to do, whatever you want me to do, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? He went there, man. Bro got his name called in the first round, man. He's a first round draft pick. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I mean, hats off to him. Salute to him,
man.
You know,
he was more determined, man. You know what I'm saying? That manifestation is the real deal, and it ain't no substitute for hard work, bro. It ain't.
I tell people you can't never sell yourself short. You gotta believe in yourself. You know, ain't no.
You gotta go all in on yourself, bro. You got to.
Because ain't nobody else gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
No, sir. And as soon as you start to come up, that's when everybody will come around. I knew you could do it. Oh, I know you was like right now, bro. I had the least amount of skill on my team, but I didn't give up on it. You know what I'm saying? I was always trying to improve my craft and my game. I got a couple D-League tryouts. You know what I'm saying? And
for real?
I actually got on. And J.R. Giddens, who played at Kansas, got cut from his NBA team, and he took my spot on the D-League team. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when I was like, you know what? They was like, come back, work on your skill, work on your ball handling, and they will give you a look next year. I probably was like 27 at that point, and I was like, I was mad, I was resentful, like, man, I'm not working on my game. Like, nah, I'm ready right now. But then I love it. Yeah, I love it. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work on my craft. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, God had different plans for me, because in 2009, I tore my ACL.
Oh.
I tore my ACL, I tore my MCL, and I tore my meniscus. I had to have a complete knee construction. You know what I'm saying? So I was out for like a year. So from like 10 to 11, I was out. You know what I'm saying? But
at least you went in here and took care of it. Me,
yeah, for sure.
I was so hot-headed that I tried to just keep playing without the surgery. So they told me I tore it. And so like, it took me like a year or two after that. I kept trying to play on the knee, and they were like, you know, the more you play, the worse you make it. I didn't know. You know, I just wore a big brace and go out there and hoop. But I had to go on and take, you know, that stuff, that ACL surgery, you gotta learn how to walk again.
You gotta do everything over again. But it gave me a new mentality. Like I used to work on my game every day. Every single day I work on my game before I got hurt. And so what it did was it transformed me from a player to a coach and a trainer. So all those drills that I was doing, working on my game to, you know what I'm saying, get myself ready to go back to these D-League tryouts, I started doing with the young shorties. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's really how I got started training, because I couldn't play and I couldn't invest that time in myself. So I was like, I'm gonna invest in these younger shorties and see what the outcome will be. And I mean, I would just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have them doing advanced stuff that, you know, was way more than what they needed. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it kind of balanced out, because when Shorty took off, people started to kind of take notice, like, oh shit, like, what is bro doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something's going on over there. Like, I can't really put my finger on it. And he wasn't a major skill guy when I seen him play last, but something's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it just helped me to just transform, you know, and take everything from myself and then dump it into the next generation. So here we are, 10 years later, You know what I'm saying? And shorties that was watching KP grow up say, you coached him when he was little. Yeah, I had a little part, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't his only coach, you know what I'm saying? And so they like, well, I want you to train me. And, you know, the more you work on your craft, the more stuff you have, you know what I'm saying? So I can get this shorty something I didn't give that shorty before. And so it's like a snowballing effect. The more you do it, the better you get at it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, my clientele list just started to grow from there, man. Like shorties just coming out of the woodwork.
So what's the hardest part about training?
The hardest part about training is the mindset. Because you could give skills every day. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know how to use that skill, how a coach needs it, or the appropriate timing, like in some offense, then, you know what I'm saying, you're really kind of just like a sideshow. Like, dudes do the 2-ball drills forever, right?
Yeah.
But if they're not giving you the context of when to attack the rim and when to take a shot and what type of mentality you should have when you play, then the skills kind of just take a back seat. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh.
So it's teaching them to apply what they learned in those scenarios and in those game-like situations. And that's the hardest part about training. A lot of people think it's just going in and, you know, dribbling and getting some cones and taking some shots. But, you know, there's actual, you know what I'm saying, like the percentages and the mentality that goes behind each shot is that's really the toughest part.
So with every kid,
mm-hmm.
You can't train them all the same way, right?
No way. No, absolutely not. No. You have to take I mean, there's a lot of different facets of the game, right? I make good point guards. I make great point guards. Like every point guard I've ever had has been all first team, King Cole or Metro. You know what I'm saying? Like my first point guard was Eddie Turner. Eddie Turner played at Garfield. Eddie Turner was Defensive Player of the Year. Eddie Turner signed to Columbia University. That dude's getting an Ivy League education off basketball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, the point guard position is, to me, it's different because I didn't have handles coming up. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the ability to distribute the ball either. I mean, I could see if somebody was open, but I wouldn't know when it was the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know when was the right time to, you know, put that into action. So, hold on real quick.
Yeah,
somebody that called me.
Oh, there you go.
So, I'm back. All right. Yeah. So the putting it into perspective, it's like you have to have a knowledge or you have to have a lack of, you know what I'm saying, being utilized to really see the potential of that position. So all my guards, right, I make sure they pass first. Because look, who wants to play with a guard that takes every shot?
Oh, man. Yeah.
But check this out. Who wants to play with a guard that's going to find you if you open?
Everybody.
That's
what
that's the mentality part. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of pass, and I'd rather pass first. You know, I don't really care about points. I'm worried about winning.
Because and, you know, it's like the difference between passing and distributing. If I give you a pass, then it's just whatever. If I distribute to you, then you're going to be in a position where you're going to be successful off my pass. And it's small nuances like that you can just convey to, you know what I'm saying, the player. So if I got a point guard, I'm heavy on their ball handling and their mentality and controlling the team, and leadership, and you know what I'm saying, like all those things. If I got a wing, mandatory, we're gonna put up 300-400 shots, makes. We're not leaving till you make them.
Oh,
and then you know, yeah. So you gotta, you know, easy every time. It ain't no shortcuts, ain't no corners being cut. Like this is what you want, this is what we gonna do. And I keep it like, you know what I'm saying? I treat it like I would want somebody to have developed me. Because I didn't have any of that. Like I said, down south, there was none of that. There was no trainers. There was none of that. And even now, there are trainers, but it's dudes that wear a title. You feel what I'm saying? Like they not really investing in the youth, and they not really getting them to a point where they getting a return on the investment. They kind of just, wearing the hat to say coach or trainer, and then sitting back with their arms crossed, and then they want to look good when the crowds come. Like I'm the complete opposite. I don't care about the crowds. I care more about your stat line and your turnovers when the game's over than anything else. I care about your relationship with your coach, how your teammates look up to you, how you interact with them. Yeah. I look at your leadership characteristics, you know what I'm saying? All of those things. Like those intangible things are the most important on the floor. Everybody can run, pass, and jump. But at the end of the day, you're trying to go on to a higher level. And the higher up you go, the bigger business it is. So they're not bringing you on their team because you can shoot, pass, and jump. They're bringing you on their team because you're an asset to their company. And that's how I train shorties. You're damn right.
What?
So when you get there, you're going to automatically be an asset. No question. The coach is going to look at you and he's going to go, okay, you know how to do X, Y, and Z, but you have intangibles that kids that could shoot, pass, and dribble real well might not have. You punctual, you on time, you communicate well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a whole gambit, man. And then, if I get a forward, when I get a forward, ooh, racking them. We're racking them, rack them. Don't talk to them. Don't make friends with them. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Yes. When you step on these lines, you have a whole completely different personality, and honestly, that's like the joy of training for me, because once they take those steps and then they become that beast, what Kobe said, are you a different beast in the same animal? Man, hey, when you go out there and you a different beast than everybody else, but you the same animal as them, that's when the hats come off. And they're like, okay, who trained you? Who did this? Who did that with you? And honestly, that's the best part of it.
Okay, so since you train so many kids, can parents expect too much from you? Because sometimes you train kids, but like they probably think like, okay, this next game, since I've been doing this training with him, like my son should go out there and score like 20-something points.
If you train with me, you're gonna get a result. Period. So I don't have a problem with somebody expecting something from me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know what I do. I've seen it in action. You know what I'm saying? Like I've trained kids and not gone to high school games, and then like just popped up at a game and seen them play and been like, damn. So the reputation comes with doing it. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the results. So I don't have a problem with somebody expecting, you know what I'm saying, anything from what I'm giving their kid. Now, this is the deal. If the kid wants it, he's a joy to coach. He's a joy to train. It's going to be a fun ride. If the parent wants more for the kid than the kid is able to put out, then I just have an honest conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Shorty does this well and this well and this well, but he lazy, or he don't work hard, or you know what I'm saying? And that's how you're going to get the most from this scenario. So I'll tell somebody, I wouldn't take your money. You'll be better off taking him down to the YMCA and then letting him just play with some guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to require a lot from him. And, the intensity is here and there. Like some parents live through their kids, man.
Oh, yes. I know that quite well.
And it's like, but some parents are the laid back type. Like I got a son now. I got my son to be 1 year old on the 22nd. I don't want to be a parent that's all in the coach phase. That's all, I want my kid to be like, this what you want to do? Okay, you put the time in, you dedicate yourself. I'll just get you there, wherever you need to be. I don't want to be the dad that's involved in, you know what I'm saying? The plays coach call and the whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different levels, right? For some kids, this is their NBA. Some kids just want to make a good high school team. They want to make their high school team. They want to be on the team. They want to have a jersey. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to have their name called in the morning when they talk about who had points in the game. Some kids want to go to college and they got great aspirations. So you push them harder. Some kids want the league. So I'm not going to deny anybody anything they want. But what I am going to do is I'm going to be realistic about the people that I work with, about, you know what I'm saying, your trajectory. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't have college potential, you probably need to focus on just being the best high school player you could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? If you got college potential, then I'm gonna tell you, you could play in college, bro. You could play pro. You could, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sell wolf tickets,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely going to, you know what I'm saying, motivate shorties to do the right thing. And the parents are just, you know, they're part of the process. This thing that you got to understand about parents, and this goes back to the business part of running the whole thing. Every parent thinks their kid is the best. When little John wake up in the morning, when he ties shoes, the first time he ties shoes, that's the greatest thing you've ever seen, because he tied his shoes by himself. You feel what I'm saying? It could be every kid in the morning wake up and tie their shoes, but because he's your kid, you're gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's the best. And you really don't know who the best is until you get around kids that are really doing it. And then you see that dog. If they got that dog, you could tell. You know what I'm saying? If they don't got that dog, they're gonna fall back to the back of the line. And them usually the parents that got something to say to the coach. You know, the kids that's going out there that's putting the work in, they really don't need a lot. Yeah. You know, you probably just get them a little polish, you know what I'm saying? Get them a little motivation and they gone, you know?
I understand. I mean, you know, I play ball, so I got kids who play ball, and that's one thing I tell them is like, you know, I can help you train out here and do all this stuff, but once you get on the court,
you got to do it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't got nothing to do with what you do on the court. I'm like, you got to put the work in. I'm like, you know, and they tell me they want to make to the NBA, WNBA, but I say, hey, I say that's a lot. That's what I tell them. I said that stuff ain't just easy. I said that stuff takes a lot of work and dedication to make it. I said stuff got to fall in the right order for you to make it. Like that stuff ain't cakewalk.
Yeah, and then you know, the NBA is a business, man. It's a business. It's the NBA is no babies allowed. They not gonna put up with none of your shit.
I like that. I like
you know, for real, straight up. If you get there and you got childish tendencies, you're not gonna last long. Whether your mentality, how you handle your business, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you out of pocket, they're gonna be like, bro, you're a detriment to our program. And you're on a rookie contract. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to prove yourself for 3 years being there before they even look at you as being, you know what I'm saying, like a viable, you know what I'm saying, employee. Because when my bro KP got drafted, everybody was saying, okay, now you got a job. That was it. That was it. It wasn't no glitz and glamour. It was time to go to work. You got a job now. Let's go. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to strive to get to that point, you want to be there. But as soon as you get there, that's when the real work starts. Like it just begins once you get to that point. So I commend anybody that's trying to chase that. That was one of my goals and one of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the skills. I had the size. I had the, you know what I'm saying? But my timing was just a little off. I got started a little too late. And that's a big part of the reasons why I do what I do now. You know what I'm saying? So that shorties could have that, you know, that whatever I didn't have, whatever I lacked, I try to give that in the future, because, you know what I'm saying? It just brings me a sense of peace. Like I'm doing something for somebody else that somebody never did for me.
Yeah.
You know? And so that in itself is like, it's like a big, like, it's almost like going to church, bro. Because you see the change in people from you investing in them. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, it's the relationships, bro. Like I got relationships with shorties that I've trained that are in college right now, that are, you know what I'm saying? And they changing their lives and they still call me. Like they might not be talking to me about league talk, but they like, big bro, I got this going up, or I got this deadline, or I got this, or I'm finna major in this, or and I'm like, bro, like that's the best thing you could do as a man. Because let's be honest, 80% of who I work with, they black, they like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't designed for us to be successful. But you know what I'm saying? It's like taking them and just raw material and prepping them and then putting them at the front of the line and then watching them just grow with everybody else. Like, bro, I told you was as good as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You were smart as everybody else anyway. You might be smarter than them because you got street smarts. You know what I'm saying? Like book smarts is one thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you street smart and book smart, bro, you finna take off.
Well, yeah, so we got a lot of generational curses we got to break.
Yeah, we got to break. Absolutely. And I tell all my shorties, hey man, go to college, major in business administration. Even if you don't know what type of business you want to run, you get what I'm saying? You'll figure it out as you get along your path. But we need more businessmen and women because commerce is free enterprise. This money is free. That money is free. Everybody with money in their pocket, you can freely get it from them. You don't got to rob them.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? If you got like a product or you providing a service, they're going to bring it to you. And if you stand behind your product and you know you got good customer service and good business ethics, then they're going to give you their money. You feel what I'm saying?
I started a business, so yeah, I know. I got
straight up. You know that word of mouth, that everything.
Well, my thing is my thing I always tell people is, why not you? Like, why not? Like, if this person can do it, why can't you do it? That means that if they can do it, it's possible that you can do it.
Hey, listen, if I'm doing it, then I started going into 9th grade. If I'm training pros and running a gym and developing talent and players, man, anybody could do it. Straight up. All you gotta do is just have the drive and the will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The will of a man, is the strongest force on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's like whether you believe something to be true or not, you right. You feel what I'm saying? As a man, you're right. Because if you apply what you think, you're gonna be successful. If you look at it and say that ain't gonna work, that's bullshit, it's not gonna work. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta we bless mentally, we bless spiritually, and we bless physically. And we don't use those 3 parts of our existence. You know what I'm saying? We always try to, negate one part or the other part, but all 3 parts work together. You know what I'm saying? That's true passion.
Yes.
And so
yes,
that's what carries. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people sell themselves short, man, because they look at the physical, but it's a spiritual and it's a mental part that's outside of that physical that you just got to keep tapping into, and you got to grow it. Just like dudes be hitting the weights physically to get big, you got to put them good books in your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to nurture your spirit, man. You got, because it's really a war out here. Some people don't want to see you win.
Oh, a lot of people don't want to see you win.
That's what I'm telling you. And you, what you gonna do? You gonna cry about it?
No, I mean,
you gonna blame God? It's God's fault that people is against me. People don't like me because I'm black. That's God's fault. Nah, bro. That's it is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. You feel what I'm saying?
I just think are you really gonna let people stop you from becoming great?
Yeah, but check this out. If somebody could stop you from being great, were you really gonna be great anyway?
Ooh, I see you. Hey,
I'm not taking no for answer concerning what I'm passionate about. I'll hear 10,000 no's because I know a yes coming. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I mean, it's like hold on, wait. Yeah. It's like you built for that. You know what I'm saying? And so the choices come under me. I just try to get them ready for that fight because it's going to be one. Oh, nothing good comes easy.
Oh, you got that right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
If you only dreaming with no action, you ain't finna get nothing but some sleep. You feel me? Because they gonna talk bad about you. They gonna talk bad about you regardless. They gonna talk bad about you when you ain't got it. They gonna talk bad about you when you got it. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. Man. So I got a 2-part question. What's in your future?
What's in my future?
What's in your future? That's the first part. And the second part is, who do you hope to train one day? I mean, because you already up in the NBA levels, so.
Yeah. All right. So my future, I see myself on the floor of an NBA team. I mean, just being like a player development, maybe like a scout team or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my complete aspiration. Like whatever team want to give me an opportunity, I'm there, man. You know what I'm saying? Developing players, player development, whatever capacity they got for me, I'm ready. I got 2 degrees.
Wait, okay. What team? What team would you like to go to?
Cleveland Cavaliers, the Lakers, Portland, the Trailblazers. Anybody that's got a spot and they need a player development coach, somebody that can relate to the players and get out, and I'm your man.
Okay, what about
you
college?
Feel what I'm saying? I'm ready. Uh, uh, I dream too big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
there
I'm
you
not.
go.
Listen, if a college gave me an opportunity, I'd take it. But I would take it as a step towards my ultimate goal.
NBA.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Well, I
Straight
mean,
up.
I
Because
be seeing who you be training, and I can tell you, it look like it's gonna be close.
hey man, I'm just gonna keep my head down. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep developing. I'm gonna keep working on my craft. I'm gonna keep learning. It's some great trainers out there too, man. Like Chris Johnson,
Yeah,
who out in LA. Great, love Chris Johnson, man. We text back and forth. I look up the bro. Chris Brinkley is another one. He's on
yeah,
the
I
East
heard
Coast.
of
I look
Brick.
up to Chris.
He in New York, right?
He in New York.
Yeah.
He work with KP all the time. I look up to them two guys. There's another guy, Mark Stein. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I think
Like,
I
but he's kind of older guy. Like I just look up like how they do it, how they present. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep it fundamental, but the skill that's on top of the fundamental is everything. You know what I'm saying? Those are the teaching points. Once you get the fundamental base down, then you can add advanced concepts on top of it. And so, I mean, a lot of my time as trainer is spent developing fundamental, getting my players fundamentally sound. Then once they're fundamentally sound, then you can come back in, you can add the push crosses and the inverts, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Floaters and the side steps and stuff like that. So, it's just it's that process.
Okay. So who do you hope to train one day?
One day I wanna work with Ben Simmons. I want to work with Ben Simmons on his jumper.
I'm about to ask you when you're gonna work with him on this show.
No, I mean like for real, like from a straight up, straight up, it's because it's the mentality. It's not a skill, it's a mentality. If you get in your car and you drive, bro, you're gonna drive depending on how you think. If you're in a good mood, you're gonna be cool and relaxed. If you're mad, you're gonna be driving. You know what I'm saying? So the jump shot's the same way. When you shoot that jumper, bro, if you knowledgeable about what you're doing and where you're going, that's just gonna flow right off your hand. If you're nervous about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I like to work with
we speaking into existence because it probably happened.
I'm with it. Hey, man, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I like to work with Tristan Thompson. I like to work with
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect you to say Tristan.
Because I always watch his game though. Like he just put a 3-ball in his game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this past season, he just put a 3-ball in. When he hit his threes, everybody was going crazy. You know, my young boy played for Cleveland. So I watched the whole thing. So you know what I'm saying? Him, let me see. I like Kent Bazemore, bro.
Kent Bazemore? See, you keep telling. See, I gotta respect you because you ain't saying what everybody. I wanted to do LeBron. Like,
man, no. I mean, listen. I got major respect for Phil Handy. Phil is one of the best. Phil's LeBron's coach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if a pro is already with a trainer like that, like I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I won't work with somebody that ain't working with nobody. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I want to put my imprint on it. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect, but nobody was doing because it's a lot of great trainers. I didn't even mention Phil. Phil's another great trainer. Great, you know what I'm saying? Like but I like the guys that were in my position. The guys that you look at and go, he needs this or he needs that, or he could use this or he could use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I love watching great players like Jason Tatum. Like I like to watch them.
He's so smooth. He's smooth.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His game is polished.
I like Brown.
Yeah. Hey, he goes hard.
Yes,
he goes
does.
hard. He goes hard.
Surprised him and Tatum ain't like side by side, But that's another subject.
Yeah, because they lineup keeps changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they trying to make what's my guy with the hair?
Smart? No,
not Smart. Smart plays
hard. Boston?
Yeah, on Boston. He was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt, and he came back. Gordon Hayward. They got to keep put him in and out of the lineup.
Oh yeah.
He was here, then he was hurt, so it's hard to build a team chemistry like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, because you look at the Lakers, they got better in the bubble because their 5 was there. You know what I'm saying? Like Rondo's hitting more shots because he knows where to be. If you don't got guys healthy and consistently there, then it's hard to build that team chemistry.
Well, playoff
You know what I'm
Rondo
saying?
is like a whole different monster.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo is the real
his
deal.
IQ is crazy. Like I got
He's
nothing but respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Rondo is a consummate professional. Him and LeBron got like that ball IQ that like they always learn something about the game, and I can't do nothing but respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I tell people. I'm like, you could be the fastest, you could be the most athletic, but if you can outthink them,
oh, that's it. That's it. You got it. Like Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was 2 or 3 possessions ahead. You know what I'm saying? As he's bringing the ball up the floor. So if he knows where the wings are running and he controls the tempo of the possession, he's basically the quarterback in a football game. You feel what I'm saying?
man,
And he's just gonna pace it, slow it down. Okay, there you go. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the defense lets up. So yeah, man, I'm a student of the game. I'm a fan of the game, and you know what I'm saying. Like the more guys I could just help, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Work with. I'll just be blessed, man. I'll just sit back and just be thankful, man.
I mean, I gotta say thank you for taking your time, in order to help them become better people.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what's missing. Because, okay, when I was growing up, right, we had OGs.
Yeah.
They'll snatch you up. You skipping school, you better go to school, bro. You won't be out here with us. You know what I'm saying? If you was a schoolboy, you was a schoolboy. You feel what I'm saying? If you had messed up your school chances, then you ain't had no choices but the streets. Then they'll be like, all right, well, do this or take this over there or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It was distinct lines. Like don't cross these lines. Like you got a chance to do this, do this. And so I'm just trying to bring that back. Like you got a real opportunity to do this, do this. Don't mess around with that. You get what I'm saying? And so, it being having the experience and going through it, you know what I'm saying, and like getting like this close to being pro, it just kind of it sets the tone for you to be an advisor to somebody else who's trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all God work, man. God put me in this position, man. You know what I'm saying? I say I didn't make it for this reason. This is the reason I didn't make it. If I had made it, would I still love it as much as I do right now?
You got a point there.
You feel what I'm saying? Would I be impacting people like I am? If I had made it on my own, would I be spending this time on myself, or would I be spending that time with somebody else? So it's like, it's like a gift and a curse. Like I failed at my initial goal, but me failing helped countless other people be successful at what they're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So
see, that's what I'm talking about. I gotta say, I'm glad that Steven hooked us up, because I never even known about Pacific Course out there.
Yeah. Hey, look, just my philosophy: do the work and let everybody else talk. Like, this is the most I've ever talked about myself and my story to anybody ever. Because
I appreciate you sharing it with us.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm just, I'm Southern, man. So we kind of antisocial a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
no, I don't know now. Not more than Seattle people now. We speak,
yeah,
we
say
sure. What's up, we say hello.
Seattle's a different level of antisocial.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They look at you and still won't say hello.
Right now, at all. Who you came in here with? Who you know?
Yeah. But I mean, once they like you though, it's
you in. Yeah. But they definitely. I've been here for 10 years doing the same thing. So I've been training for over 10 years before somebody said, "Hey, you know what? You're doing an alright job training." You know what I'm saying? Like it took years, man. It took years. They watch everything you do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I came here in 2003.
Okay.
Yeah, I came in 2003 from Mississippi, from college.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I came and visited, and my brother was up here. He told me to come visit. And once I came and visited, I'm like, oh man, it's like a whole nother world compared to the South.
You ain't leaving. You said I'm there. I'm not going back.
Yeah. I said,
yeah, for sure.
No, I ain't. I'm like, I'm gonna have to make it work up here somehow.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'd rather bring my family up here and let them visit the show, let them see that it's a bigger world out there than just the South.
Yep, than just what we used to right down there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, who would you like us to interview next on the show? But then you gotta.
I got one for you. I got one for you.
Connect to the person.
Okay, so I got a nephew. My nephew, my sister's son. He's a producer.
Okay.
His name's Black Metaphor. All right, Black Metaphor. He produced for Ross. He produced for 2 Chainz. He produced for Jeezy. He produced for again.
Is he down
He
in
like me.
Atlanta?
Quiet as kept. He just on his grind. He just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Sweet. Yeah.
yep, for sure.
Yeah,
Black Metaphor.
yeah. You're gonna have to connect us with him.
Yeah, for sure. I will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't mind talking to him. I mean, I like to learn stuff anyway. Like what you just told me, I never even known like trainers did so much behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's the whole. A good trainer is gonna do all of it. A basketball trainer is just gonna give you the basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way deeper than just the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's a bar right there. I like that. It's way deeper than just the ball. Well, you can come out with a mixtape for that right there.
Hey, come on. Hey, shoot. Put me in front of the right people. You know what I'm saying? So they can see what I'm doing, and then we can go from there.
Hey, I'm glad that you doing your thing out here. You manifested. You made your goals come true. You wrote it down. You had a vision.
Wrote down and follow through. Had to.
Made it happen. It sound like Nipsey.
Man, hey, Nipsey's such a big influence. Nipsey's a big influence. Jay Electronica's a big influence. Jay-Z's a big influence. I mean, the music goes with life, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have something to work out to. You feel me? Hey, check this out. When you come in that gym and you hear some hits playing, bro, your juice is gonna get going. You gonna go a little harder. You know what I'm saying?
You get pumped up.
For sure. And so, even the music, you could find yourself a place in time just based off a song. Like you play a song and you be like, oh, I remember where I was when this song came on. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, art imitates life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge music fan, man. Huge.
I just like anybody who try to, spread stuff to make you think and make you believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
So that Nipsey, I play that like if I got like a meeting or something for business, before I go there, that's what I play, like hustle and motivate.
And you're gonna be locked in. You're gonna be locked in as soon as you get there. Cause it's the music is the expressions of life. And so we all are going through the same loops over and over and over. That's why the music is so impactful, because hurt is the same, pain is the same, wanting to achieve something is the same. It don't matter if you bounce a ball, if you throw a football, if you got a Fortune 500 company, or if you at Microsoft. You feel what I'm saying? If you trying to achieve, and you feel like, come on, and bro wrote the song, he trying to achieve something. You like, run that back. Cut that back on.
I just look at it like, man, I still wake up and be like, dang, little guy from down south is up here in Seattle, out of all places. I said, I never thought growing up I'd be in Seattle. I said, I probably thought I'd be like in Dallas or Atlanta. That's where everybody go.
For sure. For sure.
I'm like,
Wild West.
Yeah, I'm like, I made it up here, and I'm like,
come on.
Shoot, I can't stop now.
Yeah, for sure. I go when I go back to the crib, man. They be talking to me like I'm like I'd be like, man, I'm the same dude, bro. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, man? Who's at your auntie house last week? You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing, but that perception is everything, man. All
right. So as we get ready to wrap it up, I want to say thank you for coming on. Are there any shout outs you want to shout out anybody?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out my guy Noah Dickerson. I want to shout out Jamal Crawford, always looking out. I want to shout out my little bro Kevin Porter. He gonna be the franchise. He gonna get that franchise tag. Well, that's what I'm telling you. I want to shout out my daughter Keely. She at Arizona State.
Salute.
And just all my people down south, all my people in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that rock with me, that believe in me. I just want to shout them out.
So where can people find you?
You can find, you can find me on Instagram, k.o.development. And then I got a Facebook page, Kenan Oliver's on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
and
follow
then
you on that.
My Twitter is KO Development. I don't really use Twitter. I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna follow you on all this stuff. So
for sure. Yep. And so yeah, and then we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been moving for about 10, 11 years, but you know, we still got a lot more to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here that, you know what I'm saying, they want to get better, that's trying to get better. You know, shorties is flying in from around the country to work out with me now. So
the bigger picture.
I had a shorty flying from Alaska. I was like, you flew here from Alaska? He's like, yeah, I'm only gonna be here 3 days. Let's get it.
What?
Like, all right, my dog. Bro, shirt was drenched when he left out of that joint.
Wait.
Like,
so was he? How did he find? Is this like one of your old people you used to train that moved to it?
No. So I started doing those videos, and I was just putting them out, and I was noticing that my views was going up to like 400 and 500. You know what I'm saying? Up from like 15 or 20, and then I'll get like these DMs, like how much you charge for a session, how much you charge for a rate. And at that time, I wasn't like you know, as you get a higher clientele, your rate goes up. So my rate wasn't. It's not ridiculous now, but I'll work with you. Put it like that. Right. But like, you know what I'm saying? He caught me at a time when it was like super like manageable, you know what I'm saying? So he just came down, his family, they got a telly stuff for like 3 days. His parents came in and watched him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you getting there.
Man, I'm gonna have to come check out Pacific Course one day.
Come on, bro. Come through. Yeah. You're always welcome. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to link up with you, you know, see when I can come through and just check this stuff out. I want to see the course.
We got it going, man. We got teams in there, private training, group trainings, tournaments as soon as this COVID thing's over. You know what I'm saying? We abide by all the little COVID guidelines and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, once again, y'all, I want to thank Kenan for coming through, Mr. KO.
Hey, I appreciate you for having me.
Oh man, you know, listen. Anytime somebody can spread some wisdom to other people to make themselves believe in themselves, sure, I'm all for it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. I'm telling the people out there, man. Hey, if you got a dream, chase it. Like Meek said, chase it. Go get it.
We always do an inspirational quote. Also, do you have one you want to share?
Inspirational quote. Come
on. You've been dropping gems all interviews. I know.
hey, look. You want an inspiration line? I'll leave you with a Jigga line.
Go.
Jigga say, I'm so far ahead of my time. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Quote. What Jigga tell him? Jigga say, I'm so far ahead of my time. I'm about to start another life. Look behind you. I'm about to pass you twice. We'll leave it like that.
And then we always ask our guests to say Cal and Jay. Jay is my co-host. He couldn't be here today. So we always say Cal and Jay every day.
Cal and Jay every day. What you mean?
And then you say Carl at the end.
Carl.
Yeah.
Cal and Jay every day. Carl.
Salute, Kenan. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
For sure,
right, you be safe down there.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Holla, let me know.
All right.
All right, my G.
From the bottom, you know we got 'em.